short two-game roadie. The Los Angeles Sparks return home for a Commissioner's Cup contest to take on the Phoenix Mercury in downtown Los Angeles. And we welcome you inside the Los Angeles Convention Center alongside the basketball savant, Roz Gold Unwoode. I'm Rashawn Haylock, and Roz, a very special contest here tonight. Sparks, of course, have lost 2 in a row. The Mercury have lost 3 in a row, but these are 2 of the original 8 franchises in the W.
And of those original 8 franchises, only 3 remain, and the Mercury and the Sparks represent that. You see, as we celebrate year 25 of the WNBA, it's so important that we not only tell the stories of the present, but also the past. Both of these franchises have 3 championships each. When you see their jerseys on the court, know these players are rocking that and repping that with pride.
A lot of history on both sides. Now, for the Sparks, they're going to be shorthanded tonight and look like potentially without Erica Wheeler after she took that bad spill at Minnesota, but she's in the lineup and very much needed because there will be no Taya Cooper tonight, who's serving a 1-game suspension.
Yeah, the Sparks need all the bodies they can get because so many players have been out either with injury and now with suspension. But when Erica Wheeler's out there, she can do a little bit of everything. Hit that 3, put the ball on the floor. She can play from mid-range. She can take it all the way to the cup. She can create for others. I asked her, what do you like to do the best? She said, I'm a basketball player. I'll do whatever the team needs.
You like flowers, Ross?
Oh, I love flowers.
There's
Why?
a lot of flowers being given to Nia Coffey right now. She's having a career year.
Deserved. I'm so happy for Nia Coffey to finally find a good fit. It feels like a home here in LA. She's found her rhythm and flow. She's someone that can be depended on with all these injuries to bring energy and production on both ends of the court, and especially defensively tonight with her size, with her energy, rebounding. They're going to need all hands on deck to take on Brittney Griner of the Phoenix Mercury. Brittney Griner is a pro's pro. Over the course of her career, she has extended her range. She's got that mid-range jumper. She's very mobile and can finish around the rim. Inside, she's seen every kind of defensive coverage, will pass out and find teammates if you double her. And don't forget, she's blocking shots on the defensive end too.
Exciting WNBA action for you on a Wednesday night from downtown Los Angeles. Mercury and Sparks coming up. Welcome back. Tip-off in this Commissioner's Cup game between the Mercury and the Sparks just about to get underway. 2 of the original franchises about to tip off, and our Roz Gold Unwoode caught up with Coach Fisher about the matchup.
I think we do have to, take a moment to celebrate the success and what already has been built and established. This league is in its 25th year of existence, and when you think about the level of recognition that it does have, even though we want a lot more. When you think about the growth that is taking place, even though we want a whole lot more. Teams like ours, teams like the Mercury that have sustained excellence over, 2+ decades, multiple championships, Hall of Fame players, great coaches. It's just done a lot for our league. And a lot of our fans can look to, our team, the Mercury, New York's coming in this weekend, teams that have helped to start this league and are going to be a big part of helping it continue to grow over the next 25 years.
Welcome back inside the Los Angeles Convention Center. Tip-off just moments away. Tonight's starting lineups. First for the visitors from Phoenix. Sophie Cunningham making her first start of the season. Sadie Brondello trying to shift some things up a little bit with the 3-game losing streak. So she replaces Megan Walker, who had started the last 7 games since Diana Taurasi went down with the injury. As for the Sparks, Bria Holmes in the starting lineup tonight with no Taya Cooper. Of course, she will be missing in action tonight, serving a 1-game suspension for leaving the sideline area and running onto the court during an altercation Saturday. Cooper had a career-high 17 points in the loss at Minnesota. She's really been on a tear the last 5 games, averaging just under 15 points per. There's Derek Fisher, your third-year head coach. Also has general manager duties as well. He's assisted by Fred Williams, Latricia Trammell, and Courtney Watson, the athletic trainer. Sparks in their purple. You see the 3 trophies there painted on the court, as Roz talked about earlier in our open. And here's Erica Wheeler as we get ready to play some basketball here in downtown LA. Amanda Zowie B with space takes the 3. No, but there's Bria Holmes, and you like that activity early, Roz, with the offensive rebound.
One thing Bria Holmes can bring is energy, and that's something that Taya Cooper brought to the starting lineup, so she'll be filling that space.
Zowie B connecting from 3.
I like how aggressive Zowie B is being for her shot. She's somebody that can stretch the court, and Coach Fisher's encouraging his players to be offensive-minded. Don't hesitate.
Here's Skylar Diggins-Smith. They go right down to Griner. Zowie B gets the first assignment of the night, and it's an easy right hand over left shoulder jump hook there from Griner. She's tough.
Yeah, it's more than tough. That was clinic-like. I mean, just completely into her motion, caught the ball on her spot, and could see and shoot right over Zowie B, who isn't small herself.
Here's Wheeler, 6-year guard out of Rutgers. Zowie B kicks it out of the double team. Tolliver, one dribble pull-up, no. Rebound right into the hands of Griner, and back comes the Phoenix Mercury. And we're going to have a foul against Holmes being a little aggressive. Kia Nurse, the culprit there, is Holmes got all in her grill. You talk about playing some good basketball. Skylar Diggins-Smith has been phenomenal of late.
Well, right now, the Phoenix Mercury are coming off of a 3-game losing streak. One of their major keys to the game is to have a strong start.
And there's Sophie Cunningham knocking down the 3.
And that's exactly why Sophie Cunningham was inserted into the starting lineup today. Coach Brondello wanted to see some new energy to the starting lineup. They dug holes too often early.
Nia Coffey getting in deep. You don't see her get a lot of post touches, but you see the versatility there, Raj. She can hurt you inside and outside.
She can be a big guard. She can be a fast, mobile, undersized post. She's got a lot of versatility, does Nia Coffey, and I think that's why she's getting all that attention. Penetrate into the paint, feet in the paint, kick out. Skylar Diggins to Cunningham, who's getting the start. And this time, Coffey punishing Diggins inside, saying, I'm just bigger. Give me the rock.
Diggins-Smith to Cunningham, thought about the 3, gets Wheeler up in the air, and then is able to knock down the triple. So Sophie Cunningham, that's exactly what Sophie Brondello was looking for coming into this game. The 3-point shooting has been atrocious for Phoenix Mercury lately. Just 18% from 3 their last 3 games is Zowie B with the big-time block against Diggins-Smith.
I like how Cunningham is coming in and is not gun shy. A lot of times you get inserted to the starting lineup. Maybe a player says, I'll let the game come to me. You know, I'll see how things kind of feel out there. No, she understands what the assignment is, to come out and be ready to go, be a threat.
You just saw Sandy Brondello there, her 8th year with Phoenix, 9th year overall as a head coach in this league, spent 1 year in San Antonio. Here's Wheeler now.
Good decision. She's 1 on 3-4. She brings it back out. Let's run something for the offense. One of the keys Derek Fisher told us before the game is
KT from deep.
And you know what? That's a key to the game, too.
The other day, she was talking during media availability, and she said, you know what? It's coming. I'm back. And she is able to knock down her first triple there as Wheeler gets her hands on the basketball, and it'll be Phoenix ball out of bounds.
As she said, as we should hear from Christy Tolliver, who is one of the most talented, most skilled, most experienced, the 2-time champion winner, somebody who knows how to create her shot and create for others. The Sparks, with all these bodies down, need somebody to take authority.
Cunningham with the nice drive and dish, but unable to get the bunny there.
Nice transition defense from the Mercury.
Wheeler with the 15-footer, a little too long, and Diggins-Smith corrals the board.
Good team defense to get back, and then Skylar Diggins-Smith, one-on-one with Wheeler, stays in front, beats her, and forces a contested tough shot.
Diggins-Smith lost the handle, saves it into the hands of Coffey. Sparks have numbers if they want. Bounce pass out to Coffey. Zowie B turning and facing. No, Sparks have missed 4 of their first 9. Holmes with the second effort.
Energy. Extra effort. Creating an extra possession by crashing the offensive glass. Bria Holmes came into the starting lineup today. One of her objectives was to match the energy that Taya Cooper would have brought. She's got nice size and strength as a guard, versatility in a number of departments, and right there, just getting herself going with some blue-collar effort plays.
Coach Fisher loves her length, especially here on the defensive end. Brittany Griner short on the three. She actually made one in the last time out against New York. She's now 1 for 4 on the season. But she's trying to stretch out her range there.
Add to that bag.
Zowie B, she's got it in the bag. You betcha. Sparks by 6. Griner wide open and draws the contact against Coffee and will earn 2 shots.
It's really exciting to see Nia Coffey kind of getting all of her flowers. I saw 3 different national and local publications writing about her, whether it was the LA Times or NBA TV. You know, Nia Coffey has become such an important part of what the Sparks are doing this season, with injuries to Chiney and Nneka Ogwumike, Jasmine Walker out for the season, Taya Cooper out. She brings versatility and production.
Got our first timeout of the ball game. Timeout taken by Derek Fisher. We'll step aside, but Amanda Zowie B, she's got 6 quick points early, and she's got the range from downtown. Put it in the bag. Welcome back inside Staples Center. Sparks on top by 5. Of course, this is a matchup between 2 of the original 8 franchises. And you see the numbers here, Roz. Both teams have 3 WNBA titles under their belt, but so much history between these franchises.
So much history, and we're celebrating year 25 of the WNBA. There were 8 original franchises in 97. 3 remain. Phoenix Mercury, Los Angeles Sparks, and the New York Liberty. There's a lot of, women who have put so much effort, blood, sweat, and tears to making this league and the great the CBA improvements we've seen happen. The televised games, the attention we're starting to see, and momentum for this league, that's on the backs of players of past. And we're not only celebrating and telling the stories of the present, but, for the Sparks, we're celebrating Lisa Leslie, Elena Beard, Candace Parker, currently Nneka Ogwumike, Christy Tolliver. I mean, there's just so many greats to discuss. And for both of these organizations, so there's a lot of pride to see these jerseys on the court tonight.
And you can also throw the Las Vegas Aces into that mix. Of course, they were formerly the Utah Stars, which was an original franchise before moving to San Antonio, and then now in Vegas. I know their current owner, Mark Davis, has made it a point that everybody from the past gets celebrated, going all the way back to their Utah days. Griner in there battling for the board, gets the bucket and 1.
Yeah, this is going to be a hard part of the game. It's a key to the game for the Sparks, rebounding and boxing out by committee. Brittany Griner has an arm length, has a height advantage. You can't, no. Bria Holmes, Amanda Zowie B, you're going out there and going for the rebound, but perhaps the better thing is just to put your body up on Brittany Griner, box out, hold her out, and let somebody else get the ball. Because Brittany Griner is one of the top 10 rebounders in this league, and the Sparks are undersized. No Nneka Ogwumike, no Chiney Ogwumike. So right now it's going to be rebound by committee.
Griner with 7 points and 3 rebounds here in the early going. Holmes will try a 3. And Griner gets her 4th board. And one thing that has been a point of emphasis is trying to get Holmes to attack a little bit more off the dribble.
Well, attack with a purpose. Not trying to go one-on-one hero ball, but rather maybe find her in motion or transition.
So still back the other way. Here's Petty with it. Nice 2-woman game underneath as Turner is able to get the point-blank range layup.
Nice read and transition run out for Petty, who also is someone that Coach Brondello is looking to bring energy, spark to this Phoenix team that's lost 3 in a row.
Mercury have scored 7 straight. As that rebound is corralled, and here's Petty just coming off the bench here, just checked in during that last timeout. We'll try to run some offense, guarded by Brittany Sykes, who Derek Fisher summoned off his bench. Here's Turner, the runner. Nice ball movement. Petty steps into a 3. Short, long rebound taken by Holmes. Away from everybody, all alone is Christy Tolliver. Lay it up and in. So that stops the Phoenix run. LA back up by 1.
You want to make sure if you're Sykes, she's coming off the bench. She brings intensity defensively. She's going to make it tough. She's got a lot of length and size to go up against Petty, who's coming to game to run the 1. And, one thing Petty does on top of bringing energy, she swings Skylar Diggins off the ball and allows her to focus on being a scorer more. It takes a little bit of that pressure and responsibility off of Skylar.
That's something Sandy Brondello talked about with us earlier today, about taking a little bit more pressure off of Sky. Obviously, she can do it all. Here's Diggins in the air to pass it. Kia Vaughn just checked into the game. Veteran out of Rutgers. That's still there by Christina Nigwe. Here's Brittany Sykes. KT, transition 3. Straight cash, homie.
You see they're running Diggins-Smith off of screens. The focus and ability to allow her to just focus on her shot is so key as she knocks down a 3. With the Mercury playing now for weeks without Diana Taurasi, the league's all-time leading scorer, there's going to be moments in the game where you just need Diggins-Smith, Griner, to go be a scorer.
Erica Wheeler with a nice transition.
And it's not just Diana Taurasi that the Phoenix Mercury are missing. Bria Hartley saw her before the game. Boy, in the bubble, she was having an amazing season before a knee injury cut that short. So just without players who can ball handle, who can each get it and go, create shots for themselves, create shots for others, be leaders. And Erica Wheeler dipping, doo-dying, and dribbling around the defense. Looks like the Mercury had a miscommunication there, and Erica Wheeler looked up and said, "Oh, I'm open."
Little Harlem Globetrotters-esque there, huh?
So, I'm open. Okay, cool. Let me pop that.
Skylar Diggins-Smith at the foul line. She'll be shooting 2. That last foul charge to Brittany Sykes. The LA Sparks welcome fans back at Staples Center starting August 15th when they take on the Indiana Fever. Visit AXS.com to lock in your 5-game pack. Seats today. Diggins-Smith gets them both, and the Sparks lead it by 1. Zarella Garantes on the runner. Coming up short there, and Petty looking to push. There's Walker getting her first bucket of the game.
That's great defense by Wheeler to just stay in front, make that shot tough, but Walker's just so much bigger. So she just sees over and knocks it down.
Megan Walker had started the last 7 games in the absence of Taurasi, but coming off the bench tonight, here's Christina Nigwe trying to find space. Great defense there by Kia Vaughn. First missed basket by Nigwe in her return here to the Sparks. Underneath Vaughn, nice pass, beautiful finish. Kia Vaughn there.
Great 2-player game. Skylar Diggins leading Vaughn. Vaughn doing a wonderful job of moving without the ball, keeping her hands high, ready, eyes on the pass. And Kia Vaughn finishing. Reward the big girl for moving. She threw that headband down too. Buckets, no headband.
That's where you know it's real, when you just ditch the headband like that.
And speaking of headbands, I mean, that's something Skylar Diggins-Smith used to be known for in college. Headband. Sometimes didn't like the first half, put the ponytail up, change it up.
Wheeler with the burst. No, but there's Anigwe for the follow. Christina Anigwe, one of 3 players in this game, Roz, who have been signed under the hardship exception. Anigwe, Carly Samuelson for the Sparks, and also for Phoenix, Haley Gorecki, who we've not seen tonight. Here's Kia Vaughn, the runner. Too strong, gets her own rebound, stripped on her way up by Tolliver, but they're going to get KT for the foul.
You know, I covered Christina Anigwe in her career at Cal. You know, rewrote the record books for rebounds. You know, it was a great effort defensively. That's something that she can control out here. How hard she's going, her energy, her effort, her physicality on defense. That's what she's trying to bring to the table. And she understands how hard it is to stick in the WNBA. So she told us actually before the game, you know, she feels like just a more mature and confident version of herself from college. And even though she's kind of bounced around a little bit in her young career in the WNBA, she's gaining a lot of confidence from playing overseas.
Anigwe, actually born in London. As you mentioned, she played for Cal under brand new USC Women of Troy head coach Lindsey Gottlieb. But she was the former 9th overall pick of Connecticut. Spent some time in Dallas, was here with the Sparks at the start of the season before going to Dallas. And there's Carly Samuelson.
It's a Pac-12 reunion.
That's what she can do.
Carly Samuelson out of Stanford, you know, shared some time on the court against Christina Anigwe.
And right now, called against Kia Vaughn.
The Sparks are working hard on the defensive end of the court, and actually want to make sure to shout out Carly Samuelson, who knocks down a 3 on the offensive end. But she's more than just a spot-up three-point shooter. She works really hard and brings toughness and size on the defensive end, and really worked hard on the ball to help force that turnover.
There's Erica Wheeler with it. Sparks the opportunity to take the final shot here in the quarter. Wheeler, the floater off glass. 1 second left. Mercury don't get off a shot, and so the Sparks will end this first quarter with the lead, up 27-24 against the Mercury. Erica Wheeler going to work, Ross.
Seconds winding down. Put the ball in Wheeler's hand. She'll deliver.
You know when like you only see people on TV or in posters, and then when you see them in real life, you kind of have to get used to it for a second. Like I just see her face as a poster almost. Not now, but the first few days. But yeah, I'm learning a lot from her, and I think, you know, transitioning from playing to coaching, she's in a transition period as well. But I think she's doing like an incredible job, and she makes comments that I don't see and other people aren't seeing, and that's just been like a crazy experience to have her passing and rebounding for me. So it's awesome.
That is so honest, so cute, and so real. You know, Carly Samuelson has bounced in and out with the Sparks, whether it be 2018, a couple games in 2019, now in 2021, she's back. That roster is completely different, and this time you come back and Simone Augustus, a legend, a future Hall of Famer, is now rebounding for you as an assistant coach. You know, and so I think it was really honest, and you know, it talks about the generations, how crazy what it means to so many of these players to even have the chance to suit up against Simone Augustus, let alone be talked to, coached, get wisdom from, dare I say rebounded by the legend Simone Augustus. So I mean, I found that to be an amazing comment from her. So real.
Nice finger roll there from Griner. Samuelson, part of the iconic Samuelson sisters here in Southern California. Older sister Bonnie was a high school legend, as well as Carly and Katie Lou. They played for Kevin Kiernan down at Mater Dei High School in Orange County and won some titles there. But I tell you what, everybody knew about the Samuelson sisters here in Southern California when they were coming up.
Yep, Bonnie also played for Stanford. Katie Lou played at UConn, is with the Seattle Storm now. So more sisters in the WNBA, if you will. And actually, sitting right next to us, You know, her mother, Carly's mother, father, and Bonnie Samuelson are here at the game. So the whole family coming out to support. Obviously, Katie Lou can't. She's in season.
She's a little busy right now.
She
right?
might be busy.
But Carly's showing some energy here too, mixing it up there at half court. So you like to see that energy coming off the bench. Here's Wheeler. They run that horn set once again. Carly, one more time from three. No, almost got her own rebound though, but there's Skylar Diggins-Smith with it. Kia Nurse, she's been in a major slump for these Mercury. Kia Vaughn trying to show some range. No, and the rebound is off to Zowie B. Amanda Zowie B with the touch. She's got 8.
What I love about the way the Sparks are playing right now is they're playing with pace. There's so many injuries to key players right now. They're undermanned, and there's not necessarily a huge go-to player. So play with pace and create some easier opportunities for each other.
Welcome sight there for the Mercury. Kia Vaughn knocking down her jumper. That's just our Kia Nurse, I beg your pardon, knocking down the jumper. That's just her second field goal attempt of this game. She was 7 of her last 36 entering tonight.
So good to see Erica Wheeler just being on the attack. Last game against the Lynx, fourth quarter knocked her head. And she was all right. The first day back to practice, just stayed on the bike, but after that, she's been full go in practice and absolutely ready to go here tonight as she's putting on display. Super important with Taya Cooper out.
Nice slip, beautiful feed to Zowie B.
Has Zowie B stopped moving? She's running on both ends of the court, boxing out, moving without the ball, spotting up on a three-point line. It's just so much motion and conditioning to be with her.
Griner the drop step this time. The bucket and the foul.
Zowie B just continues to move without the ball, this time curling and catches. There's no defense behind Brittany Griner, who's playing over the top. It's a beautiful read from Wheeler, who puts it just high enough so that Brittany Griner's long arms could not get a touch.
You see the night Griner's having already so far. She had 29 and 14 against New York for her 7th double-double of the year. Misses the free throw there. A rare miss from her from the foul line. She's an 80% shooter on the season.
Well, I said coming into the game, this could be a game where, Brittany Griner could really eat inside. The Sparks are thin in the paint. And so one thing that Coach Fisher told us coming into this game is their players aren't going to grow to Brittany's size overnight. So what they've got to do is utilize their speed and activity and throw a lot of different bodies and assignments at her so she doesn't get comfortable and try their best.
How much of it is playing your defense early before she gets the touch?
Oh, facts. I mean, yeah, do your work early. She's catching the ball. Look where she's catching it, so close to the box and around the rim. By the time she catches it, half the job is done at this point. So you want to try and meet her, push her out. Again, these are things that are easier said than done, and Brittany Griner has seen it all.
Yeah, 8th-year pro out of Baylor, former #1 overall pick by the Mercury. Zowie B going to try another 3. That one well short, but there's Holmes for the rebound. Wheeler against Cunningham. We're going to have a foul as Sykes tried to put it on the deck there. Foul charge to Kia Nurse. Carly Samuelson gets some extended run here in this second quarter. Wheeler finds the space. The bank shot over Griner. Crafty play there. Griner in the lane, another drop step. And the footwork there, impeccable.
You saw the Sparks right there put a crowd around Brittany Griner. She caught the ball, paused, read what the defense was giving her, utilized her finesse and footwork to spin through the defense.